Hi, and welcome back to South London Repair. Today we have a Skyglass 43-inch television, which the customer declared is no picture on it, but he tried to reset, talking with Sky, and it looks like it was successful, but we can't see anything on the picture, but he heard the sound like he moving around in the menu. Interesting detail that this Skyglass TV is only 3 years old, and the customer is paying for 4 years. So it's another year to pay, but it's not working. Okay, as we removed the stand, that was the easy part, we have to remove some hidden screws under the stand. These are standard Phillips head screws, so no issue there. At least they not use some crazy toric, secure, whatever screws. And also we can see the screws. Just remember Samsung and all the other new brands what we love to repair. Alright, on the bottom you can see several screws. So first I took, maybe I don't need all of them. And some of them is maybe holding the speaker or whatever. So I started to remove it, because on the back is no other screws. So clearly something is holding the back plate, but I had no idea. Be honest, this is my first Sky TV here, but we know Sky is a company who producing things, I mean movies and etc. So they are not making any televisions. So definitely once we open it, we can see some familiar components from other brands. Same like when you open a Bosch television or a GVC. These brands are not making televisions anymore, so you just have to figure out what is inside and after go from there. I have no idea what is inside. Alright, where is the connectors? There is other screws, so don't forget to remove those one. And please check, because it's 4 different size of screws here. So some of them is metal, some of them is plastic, and they also varies with lengths, and 3 of them was very special. So you have to know where to put the rest one. Now I tried to remove the black plate, but it's still holding. So my initial idea that we just lift this up, that one was dead. Alright, so I removed the rest of the screws from the bottom. Quick cut here. And okay, so the bottom is coming off, but don't pull too strongly, because we have a short cable here for the infrared sensor. So you have to disconnect that one. It's an easy flip-flop connector. So with your fingernails, you just open it up, and after it's very easy to remove. Unfortunately for me, the flip-flop is always bounce back, so yeah. Once you get really open, after it's easy to remove. Take a closer look. Yeah, there is the black flip-flop part. Okay, now the the black plate, you just pull it to my way, yeah, so to the bottom part. You just have to move around half an inch or 1 centimeter, and after the clips on the side is released, and you can lift up quite easily. Nice material, by the way, not gonna break easily. It's quite flexible, but it's protecting the TV. I love it. Alright, what is inside? Let's take a closer look. So, it is not bad. Be honest, I thought it's gonna be a very low-grade things, but I am very impressed. The sound system, what is inside, it's amazing. All right, so to make things easier, I'm gonna remove this infrared sensor. You just have to push these clips and you can take it out. So you don't need this long metal part, which is really just annoying things. And you take back the little infrared sensor. You just hook it up, check the orientation, because it's easy to mess up in the wrong way. So just check the orientation, put it back, and it's much easier to test any further what's going on. Easier said than do, but after a while I played inside. Okay, time to test. Okay, it's nothing there, but I can see the backlight is on. On the side, from here on the left side, we have the power button and the microphone mute button. There you can see when it's turning on, even if you don't have a backlight or anything. But on the infrared sensor I can't see any usual thing, blinking lights or anything. All right, so backlight is on, nothing on the screen. Time to see what's going on here. Now we left tiny holes when you can see the backlight, so you can knock on the screen, but if you're afraid, because you're afraid, you're gonna break the screen, then you can see on the back side on the holes if we have any LED lights there. If it's not done, we go into a different way, like I don't know, we have a big nice inverter board there, you see? Okay, let's take a closer look what we have here. So that's the power supply. That's the inverter board for the backlight. Very nice, by the way. That's the main board, and that's the TCON board speaker. And under the speaker, we have the LCD board. All right, so let's lift up this speaker. Now these are plastic mostly, so I'm just gonna flip over so I don't have to disconnect everything. And that is our two screen connector, the left side and the right side from the TCON board. Now, sometimes we can get a picture if we disconnect one side of the screen, so this is a quick start to do. So I'm gonna disconnect the left side, turn it on and see if we have anything on the screen. Now this TV, as you plug it in, is try to turn on, so we should see something here. We do not. Okay, so I turn off the power. Don't forget to turn off the power before you start playing around. And I'm gonna disconnect the other side and plug this left side back in. So left side is connected, right side is disconnected. Let's take a look. Power on. No. Still nothing. Okay, let's go further. So you disconnect both of the side. In that case, if the screen is shorted, it's not gonna mess with our measurement. And we're gonna check the TCON board. So we have a fuse there where is 12 voltage is coming in. Okay, so mainboard is sending the power, and yep, fuse is alright. And after we start getting voltages, we have a VCOM 3.3 volts, so that's alright. And VGA, VGL, and all the others are completed. Now in this case, usually we have this section which is dead. So I can hunt it down. This is the voltages what you want to check. So VCC we had, but VCOM, VGH, VGL we don't. Okay, quick search about this TCON, Hisense TV using that one. I can get it for £11. I'm not gonna play around to fix it this one. It's quite a quick postage as well. So with the new TCON, we have all the voltages. Yep, VGS it was 30 volt, VG low is 10 volt. So yeah, it looks alright. I think we should have a picture. So let's take a closer look and see how is it going. Alright, we have a screen. Okay, so Skyglass TV using the same TCON as a Hisense TV. We learned something new today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.